Okay. Right. Hey guys, I'm Matt, and this is Until Dawn. Um, I'm going to be playing on the uh, vanilla version of the game, which doesn't include the extended DLC, which loses about 4 minutes on the run if I had that. But yeah, I'll give you a countdown. Uh, Actually, no, I won't give you a countdown. Timer starts when the butterfly effect starts, so I'll just say go. So when I say go, timer starts. Go. We start the timer there because sometimes it can take longer for this section to load in when you press to select the episode. So we just start the timer when this actually pops on the screen. So this section basically it's introducing us to the main premise of this game, which is the butterfly effect, which changes the direction of the story depending on which choice you make. Although the game ultimately ends the same way, so it doesn't really drastically change it. It just changes, like, I guess, how many people you have alive at the end of your run. So the first section is the prologue. It introduces you to the characters and it explains the story. This part is set a year before the events of the main game, and it puts you it explains what's going on. If you like story, you'll like this run because that's basically what this run is. So if you haven't played this game before, you'll get the full experience, but I will be trying to finish it the fastest way possible, so the ending will probably be the worst ones you can get.
I'm just looking out for my girl M.
Just because he's class prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
I'm not anybody's
So
man.
I'll give you a laydown for the run. It's basically optimized movement, a lot of optimized movement. Uh, Knowing which choice to choose where that's the fastest. There is choices which drastically change what happens in the late game. There's one choice I'll be making throughout the run which will save me 8 minutes towards the end of the game, as well as some other things that save quite a lot of time. Also, I have a theory for a 20-second time saver that happened in my practice run yesterday. So I'm going to be attempting to try what I think the theory is that causes it. So if it works, I should save like 15 seconds. If it doesn't, it's fine. I just want to try it. So now we get to play the game. If you can't skip any cutscenes because this game is basically a fucking cutscene with movement. So, like I said, it's basically just knowing what to do, knowing what choices to make, where to go, stuff like that.
Oh my god. What did our naive sister get herself into now?
No, this is any percent. We are going to be killing a lot of the characters.
I got your note.
Glad you can make it. Maybe we should start with a little,
So if you haven't played the game before,
and see where
you'll
it goes from
basically get the full experience of the game because I won't be skipping anything with glitches. There is a glitch in this game where you can literally clip through any wall by using the stairs, but it's not useful because this game doesn't allow you to progress if you skip triggers. It just soft locks. So that's quite unfortunate. Or you could actually do quite a few skips, but as usual, games like this just don't like that kind of stuff. So basically, I'm going to know what I have to press. So here I'm just going to hold right on the right stick to select the the other choice. Most of the time with the quick time events and the choices, I'll be already holding the direction that I need to before they come up.
What's going on? Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
What did you do?
We were just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks! Hannah! Hannah!
So, should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see.
So here we got a quick time, like 2 quick time events. It'll be hard to see the buttons pressed up. Like right there, I press square. It's kind of hard to tell because I'm already mashing it. Like after this choice, I'll be pressing triangle. You can see, if you pay attention, you can see like the little circle for where it would be. But sometimes it's hard to tell that it's there. So one of the things that I like about this game in terms of speedrunning it and streaming it is the chat seems to love this game, because this game is, there's some parts of it that are very stupid and funny, and it just it turns into a quite a fun game to speedrun. Not when you've played it so many times though. Considering how long it is as well, it kind of becomes a daunting task.
Hannah!
So yeah, if you hold L1, you move a bit faster. It doesn't actually make you sprint,
Hello?
but it just makes you do a faster walk. So yeah, the camera in this game is locked in most of the sections. It moves, but it's like locked in like a specific area. So you have to know where to turn when you get control.
What the hell was that? Hannah! Hannah! Hello? Hannah! Oh my god, you must be freezing. Here, take my coat. I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb.
The game audio's low. I'll turn that up. It's fine. I think it's because my mic's quite loud. Let me know how that sounds. If it's too loud or too quiet, I can adjust it. So there is quite a lot of downtime in this game, and one of the reasons that I do like running this game is because it's chill. There's a few sections which are actually kind of hard, but most of the time it's just a chill run. Also, I can confirm you do fire shots in this run, like about I don't know, like 15 shots. So here I'm going to let go, because if I just drop Hannah, I still have to wait to fall. So I just let go. Fastest way to do this part. No, they did. I did check the audio. Also, this is Dr. Hill. If we start the game from episode select, he will say that you can't change what happened last year. And that scene where he says that is his introduction is about 30 seconds faster than what would happen if you selected new story. So we just start the game from episode select because it gives us a faster dialogue there.
Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to make sure that no matter how upsetting things may get, you will always find a way to work through it. All right. We will start with a simple exercise. Could you please pick up a card? And I want you to look at the picture on the other side and tell me what you think about it.
So not
It's
including
essential.
Hannah
One will
and
honestly
Beth,
know
there
you
is
get the
8
most out of
characters total in the game. And there is a category called All 8 Survive. I think there's 8. I think it's 8. But there's a category called All 8 Survive where you basically let nobody die.
So,
But in this
how
run,
did
we're
that
going to be taking the
picture
fastest route
make you
possible.
feel?
And
Remember being
only
on it?
one person during this run is going to survive.
Okay. Honesty
One
is
person.
good. What do you think
I'm not going to tell you who that person is
makes you feel uneasy?
for now, unless you've seen runs of this game before.
But I see.
But I guess you'll find out at the end.
Let's say the scarecrow were not there. Would you feel comfortable staying there on your own for a period of time? Let's say a week, for example.
So the doctor sections is most it's just all choices.
And what if I told you that this cottage was haunted?
Just knowing which ones to
So
pick.
the scarecrow frightens you, and yet you don't appear to be bothered by
There
the
isn't a
possibility of
bonus
the
chapter.
supernatural.
There is, however, a extra
I
section
suspect that
during
someone
chapter
is not being
2, I
entirely
believe.
honest
I
with
think
me.
it's chapter, yeah. There's an extra section
Now,
at the
time's
end of
up.
chapter 2 which is about
Let's
4
take
minutes
that
long,
in our next
which
session,
you can
shall we?
play if you have the extended edition version of the game. But for speed, there's the extended edition and the normal version of the game are both separate categories, because if you have the extended edition, you can't get rid of that DLC. You can't delete it. So we have it separated. But right now I'm playing on the normal vanilla version of the game, where that section isn't included. Because it's long enough speedrun in the run for as long as it is. I don't need an extra 4 minutes. Yeah, Peter Stormare is really good in this game. You speedrun this by holding a controller in your hands, and you push the analog stick forward and also move the right stick sometimes and press buttons on the controller. That's how you speedrun this. So this introduces the actors. It's the opening credits, I guess you would say. Also, this is a pretty good song. Peter Stormare is the doctor that I was just talking to. Dr. Hill.
Today is the 1-year anniversary of the dreadful tragedy that took place on Mount Washington.
Also, like I said earlier, you do fire shots in this run.
Listeners, an update on Hannah and Beth
Honestly,
Washington, the
I
twins who were
submitted
still
this
missing.
not expecting it to get accepted because of what kind of game it is, but it did anyway, so I'm gonna roll with it.
Foul play.
Not officially, no.
It'll be fun to show off this amazing speed run.
Currently unknown.
People seem to enjoy it in the chat, so I thought I'd submit it and see if it got it, and it did, so it's all
Is still
good.
the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but
It's literally just cutscenes that here, like,
Something about
there's
that
nothing
mountain
more
seems
to,
to
just
breathe
enjoy
life.
the game.
more than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us, Andy. With all the
Hopefully the
Washingtons
game is loud
tonight,
enough
check
that you
on
guys
Josh
can
on this,
hear it
the
clearly.
anniversary of the mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello, friends and fans. All right,
I have
let's
actually
do that
thought
again.
about speedrunning Beyond Two Souls, but it's longer than this,
All right. Well, hello,
and it's
friends
harder
and fans.
because there's actual
It's
skips in that one.
beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off,
Plus,
I
it
gotta
took
say,
long enough
I'm
to
super excited
get
to
a route
welcome
down
all
for
my
this and
pals
actually
back
know the
to the
route.
annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
I've actually, I mean, I've been
So,
speedrunning
let me
this
just let
game
you
since it
know,
came out, which
let's take
was
a moment
what,
to
2
address
years
the
ago,
elephant in the room
2
for a
years
second.
ago.
I know you're all probably
I took a
worried
long
about me,
break
and I know.
but
it's gonna
I
be
started
tough on
speedrunning it
all of
again a
us
few
going
months
back
ago
after
to
what happened last year. But
try and get world record back.
I just want you all to know.
Plus, I think the only reason
It
I started
means
speedrunning it again is because I managed to get my hands on the original
so
version
much
of the
to me
game,
that
not
we're
the
doing
extended.
this. And
So I think I ran it because I wanted
I
to
know
do a
it
run
would
on
mean
the normal version.
so
Because
much to
I
Hannah
only
and
ever had the
Jess that
extended
we're
version
all
of the
still
game.
here together. And I'm thinking of them. I really want to spend some quality time with each and every one of you. And
Basically,
certain
if you play the
moments
game
that
badly, you'll beat the
we'll
game
never
faster,
forget.
yes.
For
But it still takes forever.
the sake of my
Because certain
sister.
characters
And,
have certain limits
you know.
during the game where you can
Okay,
kill them.
so
So that
let's
like there's certain
party
points in
like
the
we're
game
fucking
where
porn
the
stars,
character
okay?
can
Make
die
this one
at that
trip
point for the
we'll
first
never
time. You
forget,
can't kill them
alright?
any sooner.
Yes!
Also, Josh is the best character in this game. 100% the best character in this game. Right, so now we've got past the prologue now, and now we're in chapter 1. And now we're going to get introduced to Sam. Obviously, you already met her in the bus and at the start. Depending on some choices that you make in the prologue, this chapter will actually be called a different name. It's either friendship or there's another name that it can be called. I think it's a different language name, but I don't remember. But it has 22 names, I think, maybe more. I don't know. Yeah, so she's Hannah's best friend. Hannah's dead, so she's not her best friend anymore.
Hello? Someone there?
So you have to look at this note first to be able to interact with the wall.
Oh, what? Damn it.
So there's choices and quick time events here. You can see me pressing the quick time events if you can actually catch them flashing up on the screen. So for this game, we actually turn off vibrations on the controller because there is sections in this game where you have to hold your controller still, and holding it in your hand is risky, and putting it down while vibrations are turned on is also risky. So we turn off vibrations, and when these sections come up, we just put the controller
Hey
down.
there, fella. You hungry? Huh?
There is 2 sections throughout the run where you need this to actually not fail. I think all the other ones we just fail it. Also, there is a possibility that I may be able to get world record with this run. Because if that new strat I was talking about works, I should save like 15 seconds. So we'll see. We'll see.
Cool.
So yeah, there's these things in this game called totems, which give you like hints to what you shouldn't do later on in the game. So they're like flashes into the future. This one, all the totems in this game are optional, but you have to look at this one. It's mandatory. You can't get past it. If you actually, like, I've managed to skip this trigger to look at this because it forces you to look at it. I've managed to skip looking at this, and the game just soft locks. It doesn't progress. That's how stingy this game is. It's skipping an optional collectible soft locks the game.
Chris? You here? Max
And we're gonna have a nice snoop in Chris's
Not in
bag.
the bag, are you?
No, we're not actually gonna snoop in Chris's bag because it's faster to just
Here.
close the bag. Because obviously standing there looking at the phone takes time.
Maybe I shouldn't poke around Chris's stuff. Chris?
Sam, hey, you made it.
And this is Chris. I don't actually think you see Chris in the prologue.
Oh, so
But yeah, this is
I found
Chris.
something kind of amazing.
What?
I'm not gonna tell you.
He has a crush on
So,
Ashley.
Come on, it's this way.
Ashley also has a crush on
Right around
him.
here. Gonna blow your mind.
Ashley is another character that we'll meet soon. So here I want to avoid like walking into anything. The movement in this game is pretty clunky at times, and it's very easy to like walk into a
Ta-da.
wall.
Pretty rad, right?
And guess what, guys? Here is the first point we're going to fire shots in the run.
Beauty
Shots
is not the
fired.
word that
Shots
comes to
fired.
mind. Why is this even here?
What do you mean?
This is a legitimate game for shots fired because we fire shots.
Dude, have you ever met Josh's dad?
Yeah?
He thinks he's like Grizzly Adams or something. Wanna try?
No, you go ahead, Grizzly.
Let's see how I
Right.
do. Let's see how I do
Here
with this
goes.
shooting. Will I fuck it up or will I succeed? That was terrible. That one was, those two were okay. The first one was crap.
Wow, nice shooting.
There you go. There's
Alright.
3 shots so far.
I'm a badass.
3 shots so far. Count them. Count them. I want to count at the end of the run.
Well, anybody and their brother could shoot a bottle that big, that close.
Now, it gives us an option to shoot this squirrel. But we're not going to shoot it because that's slower. So we just shoot the bag. And that's 5 shots. 5. 5.
Your ass just got sacked.
Hey, sharpshooter, a ride's coming.
Wait, I'm just getting the hang of this.
Come on, Chris, the cable car.
So here, it gives us another forcible collectible where we have to look at this poster.
Oh,
You can't avoid it.
Nice. You think we'll get a visit from America?
Also, if you're wondering, right now I'm actually playing as Chris. Just thought I should point that out, as I'm walking as him, in case you got confused and thought I was still walking around as Sam. So right there, it's faster to go to the right-hand side of that pole to hit the trigger near the door faster. If you go around, it's a bit slower.
I don't know. He said they found people sleeping in the station one time.
Creepy.
After you.
Oh, real gentleman.
It's been 6. Oh. Okay, well, shows what I know then. I thought I shot 5. To be fair, it's never been a point where I've had to count the shots during the run, so... Also, we're going to stare at Chris's face intensely right now.
I'm starting to get the appeal of killing time at the shooting range. How long is this gonna take?
It's a big mountain.
He's got a nice posture.
So beautiful in the day, but at night just feels menacing, like a sleeping giant.
You gonna publish?
What?
Your pretty poem. The Sleeping Giant of Blackwood Forest.
Oh, shut up.
She can open the door herself. I'm going fast. I'm going fast, man. This is actually fast. It may not look fast, but this is pretty fast so far, I feel.
Finally, you coming?
This game is pretty optimized by me. My world record for this game is 3 hours, 50 minutes and 7 seconds. The 7 seconds is very important. My goal for this game is to get sub 350. My summer best is 349.48, but that's without this new trick that I'm going to try in this run. If I get that trick and it works and it actually, if my theory is correct, I should save like 15 seconds.
You know, getting everyone together on the anniversary. I mean, Josh seemed really pumped about us all doing something, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he definitely
So
did.
here they talk
I
about the
haven't seen
butterfly
him so
effect
excited
again.
about something in forever.
Because it's supposed to be a big thing with this game, but it
It's hard to
does
tell this
fuck
way.
all.
Kind
Well,
of
it doesn't do fuck all.
It was a
It,
good
it,
idea.
it affects choices throughout the run and throughout the game, but
We're all
the
here, aren't
ending
we?
is ultimately the same every fucking time.
Bro, good
The only
talk.
difference is when you get to the end, the
You know what,
difference is
let's
how many
just
people are
stop
alive.
talking about what happened and
That's
enjoy
it.
the trip.
That's all that matters is how many people are alive. The
You know how
ending's
Josh
always
and
the
I met?
same.
No.
It's just how
Oh,
many
great.
people you
Josh
you
sat in the
keep
back of the
alive and
room,
how many
I sat
people
in the
die.
front. We didn't even know each other existed.
Uh,
But the kids
this
sitting
is
next
any
to Josh
percent,
started
which will just
strap
be
snapping the
the
tray we brought
fastest
to go
route
in front of
possible.
them. So the teacher
And
could
like
bring
I
us to
said
the
earlier,
front.
everyone in
I
this
was
run will die except for one person.
So,
I'm going to keep
So
that
I got
person a
moved to the
secret
back.
in case you haven't seen the run before,
and
but
And next to
everyone will
Josh.
die
That's
apart
how we
from
met.
one person.
I mean, and became friends to this day.
a match made in heaven.
If it weren't for the fact that Jeannie Simmons hit puberty like 3 years early, and on that
Because
day
getting this
decided to
one
wear a red
person
shirt and
killed
show
is
up at the
actually a
prom,
minute slower than
I
not
mean, who
killing
knows?
them. So,
You could be riding in this cable car alone right now,
I didn't
or
shoot the
talking to
squirrel,
some other
by the
person
way. I
entirely.
feel like people thought I
Boom.
shot the squirrel. I didn't
Butterfly
shoot the
effect.
squirrel. Shooting the squirrel's actually slower. I shot the bag. So right here we're going to get introduced to Jessica, one of the bitches in this game. You heard me right. She's Mike's girlfriend now. If you didn't know, Emily was Mike's girlfriend. Emily's the other bitch, so I guess Mike likes bitches. What can I say?
What the hell?
Jess!
Now we're playing as her.
Over here.
Usually when it introduces us to a new character, we're probably playing as that character
We're
at that
stuck
point in
in this
time.
stupid thing.
Can you please let us out? Pretty please?
If you shoot the squirrel, a crow gets alerted by the shot and scratches Sam in the face. And then later on during the run, well, I don't think it affects this run.
Yeah, right.
But if you get scratched in the face later on when Sam is hiding from a specific someone,
Chris.
My goodness.
she will get noticed
Seems that
because
someone has a little
he'll see
crush
the
on her good
he'll
friend
smell
and
the
dear class
blood
president
on the
Michael
scratch on her
Monroe.
face or something like that. I
And what kind of
think.
sizzler
I'm not
might
sure.
our
I
Jessica
think
be
that's what it
capable
is.
of imagining? I wonder.
Mike and Em split. We're together.
Whoa, drama.
Not really. Pretty clear cut, actually. Em's out, I'm in.
So the new strat that I was talking about, I'll be doing in chapter 4 to see if it works.
All right,
Right now we're on chapter 1,
getting tired of all this nature and junk.
You guys
and there
go
is
ahead.
10
I'm
chapters
just
in
gonna
the
wait
game.
here for a bit. See who else is coming.
You mean Mike?
What? I mean, you know, whoever.
Squirrel, that squirrel.
Did you see this view? I mean, holy cow. Sometimes I forget to just stop and take it all in. Seriously, couldn't they have built the
And now
lots
we're
like
introduced
right
to
next the
Matt and
convent?
Emily. Yes, I'm in this game. This is Emily, the other bitch. She's the biggest bitch in this game, and I hate her. This is Matt, which is me, because my name's Matt.
No.
And where's
She's
the bellboy when you need one?
he's Emily's new boyfriend. Because she doesn't like Mike anymore, apparently. I don't know.
We're almost there.
No, I mean,
I just go fast.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be weird
So right now I'm
seeing
playing
everyone
as
up
Matt.
here again.
I'm the dude walking with the bags.
What do you think?
If that was hard to understand. And this is Mike, one of the other best characters in the game.
You guys.
Mike is amazing. There is a funny thing you can do here,
Dude, I almost clocked you just now.
where Mike will
Michael,
act
you're a
like a
jerk.
woman, and he'll do like a girly dance and talk like a girl, but that's slower, so I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna threaten Mike, and I need to threaten Mike to skip a section later on.
Spirit of things, seriously, what's wrong with you?
So I'm gonna choose the choices to
Don't be like that.
threaten
Like
Mike, and
The way you're being, you always get like this.
that'll allow us to save like a minute and a half later on.
Michael, you gotta step off. Emily and I are together now, and that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna tell you again. Do we understand each other?
Matt doesn't survive.
But
It's a
yeah,
shame
fine.
because
Mike.
No,
I
no,
died,
no.
but yeah,
No, it's totally cool. I'm
I
just
don't.
gonna
I
go down
don't
the road,
survive.
Be all mature and shit by myself over here. Peace.
I think
I almost clocked you just now.
Kind of hot when you get all alpha, you know that?
That's good. That's a good line. There's a lot of good lines in this game. There is a lot of good lines. A lot of
What?
good lines.
Hey, could you take these the rest of the way?
the bags?
Yeah, just all the bags.
Why?
I need to go find Sam.
Okay.
Sorry, I really need to go find her. I totally forgot I needed to talk to her before we get all the way up there.
This really can't wait. We're almost there.
It's important, Matt, please.
So basically, if you can't get the premise of her right now,
Alright.
she likes to use him.
Fine. If it's so important, I
I'm
guess
pretty
I
sure
can
she
act
basically
horse for the
is
rest of
just
the way.
using him.
But you owe me one.
Excuse me?
Well, then we're even at least.
I'll think about it.
Just be careful.
See you up there, sweetie. Thank
She
you.
is a twat. And now we're introduced to Ashley, which is the person who Chris has a crush on, but she also has a crush on Chris.
Whoa, hello. Somebody's getting a little friendly. And not in the friend zone kind of way. They might need to check the expiration date on their big breakup.
Oh! Hey, whoa.
If anyone got scared by that, I'm sorry.
Sorry about that, Ash. I didn't mean to scare
Jeez
you.
Louise,
Well,
I mean, I could have gave you a warning, but
scared
where's
you,
the
sorta
fun in that?
scary, but not like for real
oh my
scare you.
gosh, oh my gosh.
Hey, wow.
So now we're going to
Sorry, Ash,
make
man.
him look
It's
through
okay,
the
it's fine.
telescope.
What are you looking at?
It's very important that we make him look
Let me
through the
check it out.
telescope, because then he'll see that Mike and Emily are
Go
hugging,
Knock yourself out.
and that will allow us to do the other skip where Mike and Matt fight later on, and that allows us to skip a scene.
What the hell, man?
Hey, listen, it's probably nothing.
Nothing, you think?
Well, yeah.
Is it ever just nothing with him? Ever?
I don't know.
God damn it.
Matt.
Matt is sneaky as fuck. For show. So now we get to do a snowball fight, because that's what this game's all about, you know. The first part of the run is just, there's nothing to it. It doesn't get scary, even though it just jump scares you. It doesn't actually get scary till later on, even though it's not really that scary anyway. But you get what I mean. It's just like a normal game at the moment.
But to surrender to the strapping military guard come to take me into custody.
Oh, sneaky.
So we're gonna just press these prompts here to avoid these
Gotta try harder than that, hero.
to avoid the snowballs, and then we just need to throw snowballs back at him.
Oh, ah.
Elite skills.
Hey.
Oh, snap.
Hello? What the fuck was that? Okay, that was weird, but it wouldn't let me, I was smashing square and it wasn't working. It's fine though, I think it was because I was accidentally holding L2 a tiny bit. If you're holding any other button when you go to press quick time events, they don't work. I think I must have been slightly pushing L2 when I did that. So this shows you that not doing anything in certain situations is better. So we just don't throw it at the crow.
Whoa. Ow.
Right.
Why don't you just...
And then what?
Oh,
No more.
oh yeah.
This is a great game.
Oh, you're going down.
This is the best speedrun.
Gotcha. Done. Done city.
So did I go down?
I don't think so.
I think you'd know so if I did.
All right, all right.
My. So are we calling it my favor then?
You're a worthy opponent, Miss Jessica, the Snowball Queen.
Okay, that sounds
I don't know if I don't know if you guys want to count those snowballs as shots. So right here we're gonna kiss Mike because it's faster. That's definitely the only reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to count the snowballs as shots, but
Endless
that's up to
visitors.
you.
We should get up to the lodge.
Yeah. It's so nice out here though. Pretty
So that's
breathtaking.
basically the end of chapter
I
1.
could stay out here for pretty
And
much
now
ever,
we're going to be
provided
going
these
back to Dr.
making love
Hill.
you the whole
So
time.
for the
Just
first
making out?
like 3/4 of the game,
Well, I think we might freeze to death.
we're
somewhere
going
in
to
between
be
those
every
quotes.
time we finish a chapter, we'll go back to Dr. Hill. But you don't do that for every chapter, but most of them you do. So we're going to be going to talk to the doc again. Oh, there will be a sex happening.
Hello again.
Mark my words. Well, not really, but
And how are
you'll
you
see.
feeling?
You'll see.
I believe that in our last session,
There's also them certain choices that I have to make in chapter 2 to make a specific thing happen in chapter 3, which I'll explain.
don't think
So right here, I need to choose what I'm scared of. And in order to do that, I'm going to be holding right. I'm going to be picking the right choice for every single one except for the final one. For the final one, you have a choice between lightning storms and dogs. And when he talks about what you're most scared of, he will say dogs. So I'll be picking dogs for the final one. Because when him saying dogs is obviously faster than him saying lightning storms or thunderstorms, whatever he says, because obviously that's a long word. So pressing dogs is a tiny bit faster. So like I said, we're just pressing right for all of them up until the final one. The doctor's in the house. It's your boy Peter Stormare. What's good?
Oh. Did I startle you? So sorry.
Well, to be fair, Chris and Ashley aren't together.
Don't be nervous.
They just have a crush on each other, but they haven't told each other they have a crush on each other.
Try to
So they're not actually together, they're just friends. At the moment.
The more honest your answers will be, and the
Foreshadowing.
more enlightening you will find this experience.
Also, picking if you pick that you're scared of zombies in these choices, which I think is coming up soon. Yeah, so if you pick the zombie here, Dr. Hill will start to turn into a zombie throughout the game, which is pretty cool. And now we pick dogs instead of storms because it's a faster word.
This is very interesting.
When he says it, he'll say, if you listen to what he says.
Thank you for answering so diligently. Spiders, zombies, and dogs.
And dogs, but usually it'd say and thunderstorms, and obviously thunderstorms is a longer word. I don't actually know if it saves time for it being a longer word, but whatever. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. Who gives a shit?
We're out of time, but I promise we'll talk again very soon.
And that's the end of chapter 1. Speedrun in the English language, yeah. Well, that's all you can do with this game. The game is all dialogue, all cutscene, all choices. You need to know what's faster to be said.
What's going on?
Testing this game is shit as well, because there's no checkpoint restart. There's nothing like that. The only way you can redo a chapter is to actually start it from the beginning, and each chapter is like half an hour long. to testing shit is very fun.
First off,
Because
I
there's
gotta
choices
say,
that you
I
can
am
make now
super
that could
excited
affect
to
the end of the
welcome all
game.
my pals
There's
back
probably
to
tons
the
of choices
annual
that could
Backwoods
still save
Winter
time that
Getaway.
I don't even know about
I
because
really
it's
want
so
to spend some
it's
quality
like
time
it's really
with
daunting
each and
to
every one
test
of
it
you
all.
and
And like I
share
said
some
in
moments
chapter
that
4, I'll be
we'll never
trying
forget.
out something to see if it actually does.
For the sake of my
I'll explain it. So
I need to go find Sam.
at the start of chapter 5, you can either get a long cutscene or a short cutscene. The shorter cutscene is about 15 seconds faster, and I think that the theory for why that happens is in chapter 4, if you fall. Also, this is where we get introduced to Josh in the game, in the main game. Here's your boy, Rami Malek. Malik, however you fucking say his name.
Come on, you grew up here. It feels like it's shrinking.
I guess that's true.
So in chapter 4, there's a section where you have to climb a tower, and I think if you start to climb the tower and fall, and then have to start climbing it again, that's what causes the fast cutscene in chapter 5. So I'm going to be falling off that tower initially in this run to see if that makes the fast cutscene. If it does, then we'll save 15 to 10 seconds. If it doesn't, well, I lost time falling off. Mr. Robot, yeah. How much faster is this speedrun than a Let's Play? This is basically a Let's Play. You could call it a Let's Play. I mean, I'm playing the game as fast as possible. I'm not skipping anything. I'm not skipping no cutscenes because you can't. If someone was watching this on Twitch and they didn't know it was a speedrun, they would just class it as a fast Let's Play because that's what it is. This game is a fast Let's Play. So if you've never played the game and you haven't experienced the story before, you'll get to experience it now.
Are you saying we should break in?
I don't think it's technically breaking in if you own the place, right?
Hey, not if I don't.
But I think casually, if you're actually doing the game and trying to keep characters alive, it would take around maybe 6.5, 7 hours, something like that.
Hi, Chris.
So,
I mean, it depends how fast you play the game.
Good, but a little cold. I think I could use some time curled up by the fire.
Yeah, that does sound pretty nice.
So now I'm playing as Chris right now. If you didn't realise.
Ashley was looking pretty hot today, right?
We can just ignore Josh. We don't have to talk to him here. That's slow. I'm getting stuck on something apparently. That's not fast at all. So the movement in this game is kind of clunky. And it's kind of hard to do optimally in terms of some sections, because if you get near a collision on the side or whatever, you'll just get stuck and you can't move. He'll stop moving, and that happens frequently throughout the run, where I'll just get stuck and I can't move. Well, I say it's a Let's Play because you don't skip any cutscenes. There's none of the story being skipped in this run. Whereas other speedruns will probably skip the cutscenes if they can. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I'm okay. Should have paid more attention in climbing class.
You mean gym?
Yeah, you know, with the climbing up the
Yeah,
rope.
the choices do matter in this game. It does affect a lot of the stuff, but it doesn't affect the ending. Like I said, it affects what happens throughout the game, but it doesn't affect the outcome.
Here, use this.
The only thing that it affects for the outcome is how many people are dead or alive.
Whoa, Chris, I just got an awesome idea.
Yeah?
Totally.
What is it?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I've got some deodorant in one of the bathrooms. You could use that with the lighter.
I don't follow. How's a stick of deodorant gonna help?
Spray on it.
So here he's gonna say one of the best lines in the game.
Flamethrower.
Just like we did with the Lormy dudes.
Yep, ones we melted. Just point the spray can in the lighter and whoosh.
Bye-bye frozen lock.
Bingo. All right, so you got this. I'm gonna go sort something out. You up for hunting around in the dark for a little bit?
Nope, but I'll do it.
Godspeed, Pilgrim.
Godspeed, Pilgrim. Best line. So now we have to go and basically just get rid of the frozen lock on the door. by using a makeshift flamethrower, because that's how badass we are. Chris is one tough son of a bitch.
Huh?
Well, apparently that door can close
What the
by
hell was
itself.
that?
I'm pretty sure when I was younger, I did that with a spray can and a lighter. I don't remember what happened though. Now we're gonna see this cute little baby Wolverine. That's a cute little baby Wolverine right there, according to Sam.
Ah.
Chris dies because he has an orgy marathon with all the girls. Yeah, he can't contain himself with all these females.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Ah, crap, that thing freaked me out.
What was it? Are you okay?
It was like a bear or a tiger or something.
Live forever or die trying. That's a good
Baby.
good
Don't
way to
worry,
look
buddy.
at it.
You're gonna be a big boy soon.
Just a cute little baby Wolverine that was right there. So now we're gonna get to one of the most manliest fights you will ever see in your entire life.
Sweet is not the word I use.
This will be the manliest fight
Even if it's still kind of
ever.
freezing in here.
I'll get a fire going.
This place barely looks any different.
Yeah, nobody's been up here.
Even with all the police coming in and out?
Not a lot of action up here lately.
Nope. What's up, party people?
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Come on then, you motherfucker. Let's have ya.
Make yourself at home, bro. Will do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him.
Come on in. Take a load off. Have whatever you want. You just take whatever you want anyway, right?
Whoa. Easy there,
Oh,
cowboy.
it's on now.
Mike, stay away from our girlfriend.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Stay away from Emily. Emily? Why would I want anything to do with Emily?
Oh, here we go.
Quit being such a dick, man. Nobody wants you here.
Seriously, what's your problem,
Son
meathead?
of a bitch.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, get off me!
Oh, yes, the headlock.
What the hell is wrong with you two? Come back here just to tear
It's
each other's
it's
heads
so
off.
funny because it's like
Back here to have a good time, right?
just the.
Hey, Mike, why don't you?
It's very
and Jeff
manly.
go check out
Just
the
gets
kids'
him in a
camp?
headlock.
Yeah,
Gives him a nuggie.
yeah, cool.
If you don't know what that means, it's when
Wanna head up there?
you rub your knuckles on his forehead.
Sure.
You feel me? Hello, Warren.
So, Josh, should we get this fire
How
going?
goes it?
Where's my bag?
Huh?
My bag, the little bag with the pink pattern, the one I got on Rodeo. Matt, are you listening?
So those choices I made earlier, where I
Italian
made
shoe place
Matt
where I
look
got
through the
the
telescope,
stilettos,
and
and you
where
knocked
I
over the
warned him
brass
to
while
stay
you were
away from
drooling all
Emily
over
on
that
the
girl at
bridge,
counter.
Well, I mean,
that was to make that fight
was
happen.
asking
And
about
doing
my
that fight
letter
there
Right,
skips a
because she
confrontation
gave a shit
between
about
Emily
your
and
designer
Jessica, and it's
letter
a lot
jacket.
Why
faster.
do you hate my jacket?
Matt, I need my bag.
Oh my God, Em, maybe you just forgot it.
Do you seriously think I'd forget my bag?
Well,
Do you?
Oh, it's perfect hair.
You must have left it down by the cable car station. Come on, hon. We'll be back soon.
And then we can get warm.
We can get very warm.
Oh, yeah, get very warm, boys.
Okay, let's go.
The good thing about this game is it has a lot of sections where you can go to take a piss.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a bath.
I'm probably going to have to do that at some point. It's a great game for that. You can literally just go AFK for like 5 minutes.
Exiled.
Sexiled.
Works for me.
Ugh,
So I'll give you a little backstory on this game because it's kind of interesting.
Anyway.
This
So this game was originally designed for the
romantic
PlayStation
love
3
engine
to
ever lay around.
be used to support the Move controller,
I have a feeling
and
luck's on our
it was
side.
originally a first-person
Hey, porn
survival
stars,
horror game, I
you're
guess.
gonna need these.
And then they
I'd like to
changed it
see
to
ya.
be a third-person
Hey, I'm
choice
sorry to take
game,
you
which
out
is
like
what it is
that.
now. But
No worries, man.
it was on
Oh, I'm
PS3,
sure you'll find a way to
and they had
entertain
all these
yourself.
characters,
You
you
have
know,
fun with
Sam,
the
Jess,
peanut
Mike,
gallery.
Matt, all of them. But then they decided to scrap the PS3
Oh,
version
almost
and just
forgot.
completely
Gotta
remake
fire
it
up
for
your
the
generator
PS4 and
so
actually
you can
get
see where you're
real
going.
actors and
It's dark out
actresses
there.
to play the characters'
Roger that.
parts. And
I
if
hate
you were
Jess
lucky
is
enough to buy a
flirting with me.
PS3 dev kit,
Okay. You want to invite him up with us?
the people that made this
Wait,
game
really?
actually sold
What?
their dev kits
No.
on the PS3, and if you were lucky enough to buy one, you could actually get leftover the leftover PS3 version of this game. So that's pretty cool. It's more optimized movement.
That's something I can help you with.
We're heading to the cabin to go get our love on. You know what I'm
I got a
saying?
few things in mind.
We've got to turn off this the power. So no, we've got to turn on the power so we can open the gate.
All right. Let's see. Boom. Nice one, Mikey.
Woo! You are a wizard.
So that guy in the background is the flamethrower guy, which you'll see more of later on.
Zam! The gates shall open.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, totally. No, this is awesome.
Oh yeah, I bring the hits.
Gotta turn on Mike so we can open the legs.
You psyched yet? You don't look psyched yet.
I am so psyched right now.
It's like a little adventure, a sexcapade.
So here we're just gonna walk past her and ignore what she has to say because Mike cares not for what she says.
Police tape.
If there was 0 cutscenes, this one would be about 0 minutes. Thank you and good night. So, fun fact, this scene that I just hit is only here to put Jessica ahead of you.
I heard.
Because she needs to be ahead of you when you hit this other cutscene, because she falls down before you, and if you're ahead of her, that kind of breaks the immersion.
Damn. I don't think we can get up to the cabin with a path block like this.
Oh, no way am I going back to the lodge, aka Wax Museum.
Jess!
Now she's fell. And I love how she falls down the hole,
Jessica!
and he says, oh, you didn't hit your head or anything, and then she says, yeah, I have all 7 of my limbs.
How do you think I felt?
As if all of her body parts are gonna fall off.
As far as I can tell, I still have all 7 of my limbs.
Yeah, apparently her arms were gonna fall off, her head was gonna fall off, her legs were gonna fall off, her toes, her fingers, her nose, I don't know. No, we're gonna jump down and save her because we're very manly.
Hey, handsome. Want to help me move this cart thing?
She did deserve that. She deserves everything that happens to her in this fucking game.
I imagined us grunting together. This is not what I pictured.
So here we got another quick time event. We have to avoid this cart from hitting us, so I just spam triangle. All the quick time events in this game are exactly the same every time, so you can just memorize what buttons to press
Are you
where.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, Nelly. This place is giving me the willies. And not the good kind of willies.
Can I offer you a little comfort and reassurance?
This mine's here because, I don't know, probably for mining. I mean, that's just a guess. Not quite sure.
Right?
Close one.
I don't think this place is up to code.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to go.
To be fair, a lot of this game doesn't make any sense. Because it kind of gives you like 3 different storylines to follow. To be fair, if you didn't know any better, you'd think that this game was like 3 separate games put into one. So right here, I can't get ahead of her, so I have to stay behind her. And she can be very annoying. Right there, that was pretty good movement, to be honest. You can actually get stuck on shit. And that's very slow, but that was good.
Well. When Josh said
I actually don't think it's possible to get ahead of her up until you get up these next set of stairs.
Oh, are you planning on getting presidential on me?
Take a ride on Air Force One?
Alright. Ooh, a telescope. Gonna look at the
And she's gonna look through the telescope. Apparently she's gonna see somebody. But we never get to see that person that she can see.
You alright?
I just saw someone at the cabin.
So right here, I'm going to pick... This is where I'm going to start my choices. So I need to flirt with Jessica as much as possible to save a lot of time in Chapter 3. So I need to pick certain choices for this to happen. So right here, I'll be picking the witty...
Just answering, lady.
The witty choice there.
Yeah, got a lot of love to give.
If I mess up any of these choices, I will lose a lot of time in Chapter 3. And I'll explain what it does, these certain choices when I get to it. Oh, he stopped moving because he's a very smart guy. Thank you, Michael.
God damn it, Josh. Couldn't you have at least cleared out the path before sending us up here?
Really?
What?
I didn't figure you for the glass half empty type.
You got a better
Terrara a bit.
Stand back, Debbie Downer.
Oh, boo! Show off.
Hey, Mike. You've got something on your face.
Ah.
Boo!
Okay. That's how it's gonna be. Jess?
Oh no. Jess is now dead, feels bad, man. If only.
Sammy!
What?
You wanna help me get fire going?
Well, I was just getting into the bath.
Oh. Oh, do you need
Parkour.
any help with that?
Hardy
This is the new parkour game. If only you could climb in this game, that would be sick. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because you still couldn't skip anything anyway, because the game's shit.
Come on. Alright, Josh.
It's not shit.
You know blood.
For this game, yeah, that retarded that they had to make it so you can't skip anything, because you could skip stuff. You just can't do it because the devs are assholes and they made it so you can't skip anything. Very nice people.
My money's on blankets for everyone.
So now we're playing as Sam again, and our mission is to turn on the hot water. It's a very intense game where we have to turn on a boiler. It's very intense.
Oh, what?
Those things are a joke, man. They don't do shit.
No way, bro. I mean, we used to do it all the time. Me and... Well...
Josh, no hot water's kinda a major oversight, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta fire up the boiler. It's in the basement. Alright, you guys see if you can find the spirit board.
Chris, let's go find it.
Yeah, the boiler's like totally froze, probably. There's no water left.
Okay. Guess so.
Brad, I mean, you're not gonna regret it. You up for a ride along?
Maybe, but maybe when you turn the boiler on, it just defrosts the water. You never know. Recycled ice cubes is what they use in this game as water. Well, because you can get out of bounds and hit triggers at the end of the levels and stuff like that.
Notice how I gave Chris an
But when you
ass
hit the
initially
triggers,
together? Yeah, I was thinking they
like
could use
in chapter
some
5, you
alone
can actually skip the entire thing by going straight to the end of the sanatorium. The cutscene starts, but when the game goes to cut out to the next section, it just stays black and it doesn't do anything. That's what I mean by you not being able to skip anything.
You know, Sam,
Yes, Josh.
I just wanted to say,
What?
it really means a lot to me that everyone came back this
I do
year,
really
you
like
know,
this game.
that
I do like this game to a
you
degree.
came, Sam.
Josh, we're here for you. Really, whatever you need.
If I didn't like the game, I wouldn't speedrun it. It's funny. It's a fun game. Whenever I stream this game, the chat seems to love it. I don't know why. I went the wrong way there. I'm smart. 10.
Hey, watch your step.
I think I can.
Like I said, with this game, you need to know exactly where to turn, and for some reason, I decided to hold the wrong way. Why am I stuck? Okay. So right here, coming up is the next section. Well, I think it's the last section where I'm going to do the thing where I can't move my controller. So I need to keep my controller still.
Sorry to drag you down.
And I think this is the last section where I need to do that.
I mean, I wouldn't want you coming down.
I'm pretty sure there's no more after this.
You know.
Well, it's definitely creepy down here.
Yep. Not a place to be on your own.
Yep, so this one is actually harder. I used to fail this a lot when I used to just hold the controller in my hand without vibration turned off. Because you have to sit there for quite a long time, and if you fail it, you lose a lot of time. So we just sit still, put the controller down and wait. He's not even doing anything with his hands, he's just moving them around. Surveying the area,
Okay, first things
apparently.
first, we gotta increase the water pressure before we get the boiler fired up.
Sounds kind of complicated.
No, it's actually pretty simple.
Well, so right here I gotta twist this, and twisting these things is kind of random and sometimes it just doesn't want to work. So I have to like rotate the stick, and sometimes it doesn't work.
All right. 5,
So
girl.
there, we have to high five him. I mean, we don't, but it's faster to high five him. Because after you don't high five him, he just looks at you like, what the fuck? Did you just not high five me, motherfucker? And obviously that's slow.
What the hell is that?
That could be a lot of things. None of them nice.
Quit it.
I'm just joshing you. Oh, you were really freaked
Just
out?
joshing you. Just joshing you.
I was not scared.
No, you just jumped because you wanted to squeeze in some aerobics?
Oh my god. You were totally freaked out too.
What?
You're
No.
as white as a sheet.
No, come on. I've been down here enough. This place makes all kinds of sounds. Big old
Do
lines
literally
that
nothing,
belt
yeah.
out sometimes.
It's a great. If you do it in any other speed or not, it's guaranteed to work out for you. I think. Just stand there and sit at the main menu, or uninstall the game. That's another way to do it as well.
Weirdly regular.
Nothing regular about it.
I'm gonna go check it out.
What? Why?
You care, Freddy face.
No, it's probably.
If you notice here, Josh is very scared about these noises that are happening. He actually seems terrified, and that comes to play later on. If I hear mash circle to slow that thing down, I actually think it's faster to just leave that alone. I genuinely think it's actually faster to just not do anything to that, but whatever the fuck. Like I'm going to play through this whole chapter just to check, see if I can save half a second by not throwing that mattress down. I think it's faster to leave it though. But yeah, so you can see Josh is actually scared here. But later sections you'll see that he doesn't seem that scared, and you'll see why. You'll see why.
Nice one. That was good.
Wait, but why would you do that?
There's all this cool old movie crap down here. What was I? Was I not supposed to take advantage of the opportunity?
Are you serious? Were you in on this, Putz?
No, but I wish I was. That was too good.
I'm ready to
Just
admit
leave him hanging.
your dumb little prank may have a slight whiff of humor to it.
Joke master.
Well, I said nothing about jokes. I said your prank, which was dumb.
Holy crap, you were scared, admit it.
I was not.
Come on, you totally pissed yourself.
Josh!
What in God's name are you wearing?
I found my true calling.
Please tell me you're gonna take a vow of silence. Okay, did you at least find the thingy?
You know what? I've been through enough spooking for one night, okay? I see a hot bath in my crystal.
I'd like to know
Alright? So have fun.
how he had that Ouija board inside of that thing, and him running around chasing us, like what the fuck. So that's the end of chapter 2. Now we're going back to the doctor again before chapter 3. Joke master.
I would like to understand your feeling toward people who fear failure and worry about what others think of them. Do you share this fear? Is that so? Because that's not reflected in the way you are playing your game, now is it?
Wait, this is a game? Oh, I didn't know this was a game. You just spoiled the game for me now. Feels bad, man. I thought I was playing I thought this was real life. He's ruined my immersion by telling me that this is a game.
And now, let us investigate your feelings.
I don't know why they didn't turn on the light. Maybe because they like being in the dark, I have no idea. Maybe they save electricity, I have no idea.
Yourself and others.
He's not a zombie yet, but that'll happen later on. The changes for when he starts turning into a zombie will happen around chapter 6, I believe.
So,
And at the moment just
Even if
about
it
to start
resulted in
chapter
an
3.
unpleasant outcome for a friend. And what about honesty then? And charity? Such a giving and caring person. Very nice. Well, once again, I'm afraid we're out of time. We'll talk again soon.
And that's the next next Doctor section done.
It was just a prank, Han.
Today is the one-year anniversary of the dreadful tragedy of Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still missing.
I know it would mean so much to Hannah and Beth that we're all still here together. And I'm thinking of them.
It's a fantasy.
Son of a bitch. Boom. Butterfly effect.
Hey, get off me! Hey! What the hell is wrong with you two? Hey, Mike, why don't you...
And now we're on
check out
chapter
the
3.
ghost cabin I told you about?
If you haven't caught on by now, after each chapter it'll do like a previously on section.
What in
So get
God's
used to
name
that.
are you wearing?
But after this, we're on chapter 3, and
Watch out for that, Josh.
this is probably one of the this chapter has got one of the best scenes and the best dialogues in the entire game,
So, it says here.
and it's called
To
Haunted.
communicate with the spirit world, you must free your mind of all preconceptions, drop all inhibitions, and generally give yourself over entirely to the will of others, sublimating your every desire to the whims of the spirit master, which is me.
It doesn't say that.
And all present will remove their garments at my sole discretion.
Chris, come on, this is serious.
I'm deadly serious.
Oh, shush it. Let's try this.
Yes, please.
Okay then, let's see what happens.
I mean, it's either a game or you're watching TV. It's however you want to put it. I'm the one playing it, but it feels like I'm just watching a movie or whatever, to be quite honest.
Is anyone
People
there?
say that the Last of Us speed run
You reveal yourself
is
to
a
us
movie.
if
Well,
you're there?
have you fucking played this game?
Wait a minute, did you do that?
I didn't
Mr.
do
Robot
anything.
Season 4. That's a good one.
H?
What's it spelling?
Hold on.
How's this happening?
Are you moving it?
I swear it's just moving.
Holy shit.
Help?
How are we supposed to help?
I don't know. What does it mean?
We need to know who it is.
Also, I'd
We're
like to
supposed
point
help
out that if there's any issues with the bitrate or whatever, that's
Who
not
are
on
you?
my end.
Oh, here it goes.
Okay, S.
I
S
T.
E
R.
sister. Sister?
Whose sister?
Oh, come on, is this for real?
Shut up! Ask it whose sister.
Josh, it's gotta be.
Yeah, okay, well, which sister is it then?
Ashley, ask who it is.
So there we choose to ask if it's Beth,
Are we speaking
because obviously asking if it's Beth is faster
Beth?
because the name is
that
shorter
you?
than Hannah.
to? Oh God,
This is messed up.
Josh, are you
Fine.
sure? Because we can stop.
No.
To be fair, this game kind of
I
does
wanna
go
hear
along
what
with
it
all the
says.
stereotypical horror
Where to start?
tropes.
Think about
To be
it.
quite, it
This
probably
is
ticks them all off the
actually
list
Beth
as it
and
goes along.
We can find out what happened that night.
Like you got a Ouija board here, one ticked off.
Let me think.
Serial killer ticked off. A random guy you
Beth?
don't know who he is ticked off.
We want to
Monsters
know
ticked off.
what
Everyone
happened to
dies
you
ticked
that
off.
night. Can you tell us? H A N N
It's spelling Hannah.
We need
That's a good
someone-
point. They don't get tired throughout the night.
L L.
So if you're wondering, this game takes place to one night.
Guys, what's she talking about?
I don't know if I can keep doing this.
We have to.
Just stay calm. I think it's saying that someone killed Hannah.
I don't know.
I just ask it something else.
All right.
Yeah, I know that's actually a good point,
Killed Hannah.
Barney. Why did
Who
he
was it?
get Sam and Chris involved in the prank when they weren't? Well, I mean, Sam was there. I don't think Chris was there at all.
Maybe there's something in the library
E
here.
R O.
I'm pretty sure Chris was not there.
There's proof.
In the library. Oh,
Sam was, but she wasn't involved in it.
no. Holy shit.
Josh, I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, it's complete bullshit.
I don't know if you think messing with me is somehow going to help me deal with my grief or whatever, but this is not cool.
Josh, no! You wanted to use the spirit board!
Hey, calm down. It's not Ash's
I don't
fault.
need this right now, okay? You guys are full of it.
Should we go after him?
Ah, man, I mean, he'll be okay. Let's just give him some time.
I don't blame him. That was crazy.
Oh.
The pointer flew right off the table.
If you were faking it, you were doing one hell of a job.
I wasn't faking anything. I think we should do what it says. We should look in the library.
There is a ghost behind them, yes. Spooky.
Jess!
Very spooky.
Jess, where did you go? This is not funny. Jess! Buddy, you in there? I totally
I love how he
promise
calls
I
her
won't
buddy.
murder you.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my, no.
That was so good.
No.
Wait, you have to see this. You have to...
I'm not seeing it. No.
They do call it a spirit board, yes.
Recorded that?
Yes, they do.
I was scared, Jed. You can't just jump out at somebody. I'm in the
So
middle
here
of
I'm going to
something
pick
scary.
the flirty option because that is included in the what I need to do to make something happen in this chapter. I need to flirt with her enough to do something later on when we get to the cabin, which you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean.
As far as I can tell, my pants are still on.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Looks like you have to try harder.
A challenge, eh?
Well, I hope you're strapped in, because you're about to feel the full force of my mind-melting thrill skills.
Wow. It's kind of like a real winter wonderland out here now.
Hey, girl, you know I'll help you up.
Everyone in this game is a bully. Literally everyone is a bully. Apart from Sam, actually. Sam's not a bully.
Was it someone screaming?
No. No. Probably just a squirrel.
Creep town.
So here we're going to have an option to throw a rock at a tree, which I will be throwing at. Because it's faster to throw it than actually wait for the timer to tick down.
Someone there?
That was a deer.
That thing almost killed us.
I'm just going to walk past her. She kindly moves out the way because she's really nice.
Charming.
It's everything you described, Michael.
Wait, what?
The cabin. I love it.
Yeah.
There's the deer again. If you didn't see that. I'm sorry that I had to bully the tree.
I'm not sure I want to know.
The deer has been attacked. Feels bad, man. We are now going to comfort the deer.
It's horrible.
If you pick the other option to comfort the deer, it's actually funny because he accidentally rips the deer's head off. If you pick to kill the deer, it goes to snap the deer's neck and pulls its head off, and it's actually really funny. But
It's okay.
I'm not gonna do that
Mike,
because it's
it's in
slow.
so much pain.
It'll be over soon. Okay,
It's gonna stroke the deer.
It'll be over soon.
The deer is now gone.
Run! Oh my God! What the?
Now we're going to mash QTs because that's what you do. Because it's fast. So if I fail any of these QTEs here, it will fuck up that thing that I talked about. If I don't help her up, she will be in a bad mood with me, and the thing that I want to happen in the cabin will not happen. This section here, we're not going to help her up. We're just going to grab the key because it's faster. We don't have to help her, but the thing still happens inside the cabin, so it's fine.
Hurry! Hurry!
Totally Gucci.
Oh my God! That was close.
Totally Gucci.
Holy crap! I feel like I just ran a marathon.
I think we kind of did.
And now we're inside the cabin.
Yeah.
So, I'll explain. So I needed to pick a certain amount of choices so that if anyone's played this game before, you'll know that in this cabin, sometimes if you did it a certain way, you have to persuade Jessica to get undressed so you can have boing boing. You know, get down to business, you feel me? But if I pick a certain amount of choices outside, like the flirty ones, helping her and stuff like that, she'll automatically get undressed, which saves about a minute and a half, I think, than having to do it the other way. So it's very important that I don't fuck that up, which I'm pretty sure I haven't.
This is not the cozy chalet I was promised, Mike.
Yeah, it's a bit drafty or something, right?
Well, there is a fireplace.
Well, we don't need a fire to heat things up.
Michael, I am a lady, and a lady needs a proper romantic setting.
Okay.
A lady would like to cuddle up with her man by a nice cozy fire bathed in atmospheric mood lighting.
Right. It'll get plenty toasty once we're
Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
Mike,
Yeah.
fire and mood lighting.
Yes. My lady.
So she loses her phone. Also, funny fact, that somebody requested on the speedrun.com forums for this game to have a category called Panties Percent, where you just play up to this point where she gets her clothes off.
What? What's wrong?
It is gone.
I think that was the best idea for a category I've ever heard in my entire life.
Can you find it?
Crap, no.
But I still thought it was retarded.
I must have dropped it outside.
But I thought I'd mention that because it was funny.
I can't lose my phone. My parents will kill me.
You can always get a new one.
That's like my 4th one this year.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll have you look for it.
It's gotta be outside.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go out there right now with the bear or whatever it is.
Fine.
So right here, I have to light this lantern, and sometimes it just refuses to fucking work. So I need to turn it on, and even though if I rotate the stick, it just won't do it. I'm rotating. Oh, it actually worked kind of fast. So sometimes there you can be sitting there for about 10 seconds just rotating the stick, and it just won't fucking work. But that was good because it actually worked. Flick the rub the touchpad there, if you know what I'm saying. Now they should automatically get down to business, and I'll just let you experience this great section. Spoilers, nothing actually happens.
My lady, what comes next?
The part after this part has got the best dialogue in this entire game, so I'll let you enjoy that. Oh yeah, here we go, getting down to business. getting the boing boing going. Oh, damn, they got interrupted. I wonder what that was. Dun dun dun.
What is that? I don't know. Okay, let's go find out now, please.
Don't worry, guys. We found her phone. Now, enjoy the best dialogue in this entire game. I'll let you guys enjoy this whole scene.
What? How is it my phone?
I don't know, it just came through the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake, god damn it!
What?
Those goddamn assholes probably followed us out here to fuck with us, and just when we were getting down to business.
Here we go, the best dialogue in this entire game.
Hey! Yeah, pricks! That means you! I know! You're out there. The fuck are you trying to do? You want to ruin our fun that bad? Well, guess what? You can't! You can't ruin our good time, because Michael and I are gonna fuck. That's right, we are going to have sex, and it's gonna be hot. So enjoy it, because I know we're going to.
Oh yeah, they're going to enjoy it now. Let's go. We're going to have boing boing now, guys. Never mind. Goodbye. Plus sad, man. I bet Mike's a bit salty now. He doesn't get his boing boing.
Do you really think the girls were communicating with us?
I don't know. I don't know if I wish they were or if I wish they weren't.
I guess we should find out.
Josh looked really freaked out at the seance.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was keeping it together, but
Do you think we shouldn't have mentioned his sisters?
it's why we came back up here.
Yeah, but not to, like, have a seance. Holy crap!
Are you okay?
I think so. Look,
What?
there was something behind the books.
Angry boing boing.
What is that?
Is it a button?
Why would there be a button?
That's a good question.
Should I push it?
That's what buttons are for, I guess.
So right here, you're meant to go inside of this secret passage with Chris, but we don't actually
Maybe
have
to the
to.
Washingtons to have secret passages in their house.
Like, imagine making me walk all the way over here to open it, and then I don't actually have to go in there.
Should we take a look?
Yeah, after you.
No. You go.
Gee, thanks.
I can just leave. Goodbye.
What was that? That was really bizarre.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Why would there be a whole secret room back there with a button and the moving wall if it was just empty?
So, I've just been thinking about something I saw earlier with Sam.
What?
There was like this wanted poster, like full-on Western style, you know?
So?
And Sam really thought there was someone following her around.
So what you're saying, there's some criminal up on the mountain with us?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that exactly, but I mean, it's possible.
What? Okay, anything is possible.
Just keep your eyes peeled, okay? If you see something, say something. You hear that?
That was Josh!
Coming from the kitchen.
Josh!
Josh! Coming! Hold on! Ashley! Ashley, what's going on? Let me in!
I'm just gonna hump this door.
Ashley! Gonna...
Hump the door. And now we're gonna meet this guy.
Ash!
He seems friendly. He seems very friendly. The fact that he just punched us in the face and knocked us on our ass. Very nice guy. Yes, this is the new Friday the 13th. And that's basically the end of chapter 3. Now we've got to choose more doctor stuff. This one makes you pick who you actually prefer, like who you like the most out of the characters. I'll be picking who I actually prefer out of the characters. Because it doesn't matter.
I'm going to show you some pictures of people that you have come to know and like. But maybe you don't like them as much as you pretend to. Well, this is an exercise in honesty. Tell me which person from each pair you like the most. Take your time. Your answers are important.
My answers aren't actually important. That's what I'm saying. You could have like 3 storylines tied to this game. There could be 3 different games instead of this game. There's so many different storylines that are happening throughout the game.
So tell me, in this little game you're playing so diligently, who is it that you most dislike?
Oh, that's an easy answer. That fucking bitch right there.
A bit too bitchy for your taste.
No, she's just an asshole.
Confidence manifests itself as overconfidence. Think about that.
Baby need boing boing. I see I've started a good hot meme now with the boing boing.
We'll talk again soon.
So now we're going on to the hardest chapter of the game. One of the hardest chapters in the game, which is chapter 4. This chapter has a lot of QTEs and a lot of choices that I need to make fast in quick succession.
Hold on!
But this is the chapter that I'm going to be trying out this new strat that's a theory. Now keep in mind that this strat I'm going to be trying is just a theory. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's a theory. So when I go to climb up this wall, I'm going to fall down first and then climb it again.
Sister?
Ask it whose sister.
And if my theory is correct, it should save me like 15 seconds. So we'll see.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So we're basically going back to Mike, and he's gonna go and say he's had a quick wank, and now we're gonna go save Jess after he's done his business. You feel me? Because he missed out on his boing boing, and he's got priorities. But he's done now, so we can go save Jess. It's fine. Harder than boing boing, yeah. Exactly.
Jessica! Oh my god! Oh my god! Jess! Jess!
So here, I'm going to fail this QTE here. I need to fail a certain amount of things in this area. I need to pick certain choices so that Jessica dies. I'm sorry, but she has to die. So I fail a certain number of things and take certain paths so that she will die. I'm telling you that now because I need you to understand why I'm failing these things and I'm not just a retard. Thank you. Get ass.
Jess! No!
self boing boing. What? Ignore me, I'm an idiot. That failure wasn't intended. Just so you know. Yes, that was Peter Stormer. I pressed for the first QTE there. I pressed the wrong one and I hit the tree. I wasn't meant to do that. Can you go down the fucking stairs, please? What are you doing? I like this game. This game is very responsive to my controls. So now Jessica's dead. Feels bad, man. Rest in peace. Mike won't get his boing boing anymore. Feels bad, man.
Oh, God! Jessica! No, Jessica. No, Jessica. What the fuck?
That's 7 shots. 7 shots. Who's keeping count? Right, so I'm going to fucking fall here. I'm trying this new strat. So I'm going to start this climb and I'm going to fail and fall. So I'm going to fail this first QTE here and fall back down. And then I'm going to climb back up again. And that should be my strat that I wanted to try.
Okay. Okay.
That climb is actually really hard because there's a lot of QTEs I have to do. And if I fuck one up, I fall all the way back down, so... But yeah, so what I did there is I fell initially because I think that skips a cutscene at the start of chapter 5. I think the slower you actually do this section, that cutscene is a faster cutscene. So that's why I failed that. We'll see if it works. If I start chapter 5 and I get the fast cutscene, I know that the reason I got it is because I fell off that wall. Failure does equal success on this game for sure.
Jesus. What the fuck is that place?
Indiana Jones.
Oh no. Ashley! Oh. Ash. Ash. What the fuck? Ash?
Now we've got to go to the shed to try and find Ashley, because she's gone walkabouts. And by walkabouts I mean she got knocked out by that guy with the mask, and now she's been taken away for this bad man.
Ashley? Anyone out there? Ashley? Ash! 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 Ash!
Ashley? There'll probably be more boing boing in chapter 6.
Ash!
Just wait for it. Calm yourself. There will be more boing boing. Boing boing will commence.
Ashley!
So right here I need to avoid going into the middle of the room, because there's a trigger where that cage will fall down, and I want to avoid that trigger because it's slow.
Chris, are you there?
Hello, and thank you all for joining me. Tonight, we're going to conduct a little experiment, sort of test. Now for this experiment, we'll need the cooperation of our 2 test subjects, Joshua and Ashley.
What? Oh my God.
But we're going to need one more brave participant to help decide which subject will live and which will die.
Oh my god, Chris! Get us out of here!
Please, please, everyone calm
Let
down.
me down from here, you
It's all very
maniac.
simple. Christopher, you will find a lever placed directly in front of you. All you have to do is choose who you will save.
Yeah, but what about the flamethrower guy? You could say there's 3 storylines, because you've got the Psycho, you got the Wendigo, and then you got the guy with the flamethrower.
Chris, you can't let me die!
So right here, I'm going to choose left. I'm going to choose the choice to save Josh here.
I'm sorry.
But then when I actually pull the switch, I'm going to save Ashley. What this does is it makes Chris get sad because he chose the wrong one, and that's actually faster.
I see.
He'll be like, no, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, it's a mistake. That's not what I meant. Josh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
And that makes it faster than actually choosing the one that you chose. Also, rip Josh for this bad man. Right, anyway, I will be right back because I really need to pee. I apologise, but this is a really long cutscene, so I will be right back.
Oh. I'm coming, Ash. I'm gonna get you down. I'm letting you down. Shh, stop, please. Come on, let's get you down. Come on, we're gonna get you out of here.
No!
gotta go, okay? Chris! Ashley!
Blood? Whose blood is that, Ash?
Are you okay?
Chris, what happened?
Josh! Josh, what, dude? He's dead. Wait, what? Right in front of us, man.
What are you talking about?
Maniac. Maniac?
Oh my god, we gotta get out of here.
I don't understand what happened. There's a maniac, and there was a sign. It was either him or Ash, and I don't know what to do. Come right through, man, spilling out fucking everywhere.
What? Oh my god, Chris, what?
And I killed him. No, Chris. I killed him. It was my fault, man.
No, this is insane. We need to go get some help.
Come right in half. We're gonna figure this out.
Matt, we need to go get help now.
And we should look for the others.
Mike and Jess are off 69ing each other, and who knows where Sam is.
I think she's in the lodge.
Fine, you're right. Get everyone else together, but if there's a maniac running around, I think we need to get some help too, right? Not just wait around.
Okay,
Why are we
I
still
have
talking about this?
returned
Go!
to this amazing speed run. Ashley looks a bit depressed. There's a maniac. And now that's the end of chapter 4. We're back to the dock. And now when chapter 5 starts, I will see if me falling off of that climb is actually what makes this cutscene fast. We will see.
Hello again. Things are getting pretty tense up
It is
Is the night going the way you hoped it would?
it is going to be an exciting time.
I see. And you think that these poor people are getting what they deserve? I'm trying to help you. And this game you're playing, you understand that it's not good for you. It's not good for anyone. And I can't say that you're being very charitable in the way you play.
Wow, spoilers, guys, come on.
Do you intend to continue with this elaborate self-indulgence? Do you even believe that I am real? The heart of the problem, it all comes down to this. Can you really tell the difference anymore?
The maniac is in the mailbox.
I doubt it.
She's a maniac. Nice.
What the hell's that?
That could be a lot of things. None of them nice.
Quit it.
Here's our
Right, so let's see if I get the
I
fast
just
cutscene
need
here.
you enough
If I do, then
speaking for one night, okay?
to
I
save
see
a good
hot
bit of
bath
time.
in my crystal ball. So have fun.
Why would you do this? Jessica!
Right, let's see. This is exciting. Let's see. This is exciting.
Shit.
There is one individual we're considering as a person of interest, but his whereabouts are currently unknown.
You know, there is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
Come on, fast cutscene, fast cutscene, fast cutscene. Let's go. Please. Tell me I finally figured out this fast cutscene.
That's not good. That's really not good.
Yes. Okay, that's the reason then. So because I fell off the wall, it triggers the fast cutscene because I technically according to the game, it takes me longer to get here in real time. That's why it starts it further ahead in the cutscene. So that just saved me like 20 seconds. Maybe 15, 20 seconds, something like that. Very nice, very nice. So this chapter's pretty straightforward. There's not really many choices to make. You just move. It's just movement. There is one choice that I'll be making in this chapter which is very important. The choice that I'll be making saves me 8 minutes at the end of the game. Around about 8 minutes towards the end of the game. Yes, world record hype. World record hype. Okay, I'll explain what it does. So, the slow cutscene at the start there is when you look at the entrance into the basement. So what will happen is the camera will focus on that entrance to the basement that you can pull the thing out of the way to go into. And that's the slow cutscene because it'll make you look at that for a good 10 seconds while the dogs are lurking around. That's what the difference was. But if you fall, it cuts straight to him going inside the sanatorium.
Oh shit. Gross.
Yeah, I like boing boing % better than panty %. Now we have to get a key card from this body.
Sick. Nice one, Isaac. Okay, let's check this out.
Saving Josh is like a secret ending. It's not really a secret ending, it just gives you a little extra cutscene, but to do it you have to pick up some certain collectibles if I remember correctly. So now we've got the key card, we can unlock this door. Now here I'm going to be making a choice that I need to do in order to save 8 minutes in chapter 9. So there will be a dog or a wolf behind this door, and I need to kick it. I have to kick it in order to for the dog to not help me in chapter 9, which allows me to basically skip the entirety of that section. So I have to kick the dog. Feels bad, man. I don't like doing it, but it needs to be done. Plus, kicking the dog is actually faster than petting it there as well. So.
Nice.
And now get ready for the next shot of the run, boys. We're going to be doing some more shooting. This time we're going to be shooting locks. There's another one. Add that to your counter.
Of course, locked. Okay.
And there's another one. 2 more shots to the shots fired counter for this amazing speedrun. Now we're going back to Mike and Emily. The thing is, I'm pretty sure if you're doing it so you save everyone in the run, you still kick the dog.
No, I mean, what if they were wrong?
What?
Maybe we should have checked the shed to
So
see
I
if it
don't
was
think
really
there is a
true.
category. I think in 100%, you don't kick the dog, but in every other category you do.
I'll take their word for it. Look, an axe. I feel better with an
Oh
axe.
yeah, we've got an axe now, baby.
Oh, what now? This is locked, Matt. We'll break the door down, will ya?
Whoa, wait a second. We start smashing shit down, he's gonna hear us.
Look, you got any better suggestions?
I don't know. What about... Look,
What?
a window.
That's great, Matt. I can just about fit my lip balm through that little slot.
No, come on.
You will never fit through there, big guy.
Okay, fine. Here goes. I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna...
Shh, just do it!
He's gonna huff and he's gonna puff and he's gonna blow the door down. Yes, it's because she doesn't yell at you. Like the scene straight after you shoot the squirrel, is faster if you don't shoot it.
Oh. Damn.
I would axe Emily if I could. I really
This
would.
must have just happened.
Take it straight to her forehead.
The one who got to Chris and Ash and Josh.
He's gotta know this is the only way back.
Don't say that.
Look, the cable car's all the way out there.
Well, I mean, that's not far, right? You can jump it?
I'm good, but not that good. Flattered, though.
Well, Matt, if you can't jump that, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
God, everything is like so busted up.
I think they knew exactly what they were doing. Great. No keys, no cable car. So, back to square one.
Matt, we need another plan. We can't just sit around and do nothing.
Well, yes, that as well, with the crow scratching her face. I mentioned that at the start of the run that happens. I mentioned about the crow scratching her.
Fire tower.
But like obviously that would be slower anyway, because the section where she would get caught, we just let her get caught anyway, so it doesn't affect it at all.
We gotta get to that radio.
We can use the radio to call for help. Somebody's got to pick up the signal.
Which is actually coming up soon.
Oh, well, someone's learning to play by the rules.
What rules?
Rule number 1, Emily is always right. Rule number 2, nothing else matters because Emily is always right.
Uh-huh.
So here we need to let her get ahead of us because she'll block us, and she needs to be ahead of us to trigger this this next part.
Oh, hold up.
And if we get ahead of her, she won't be there, which is obviously slow.
What's cooking? Good looking?
Getting us out of here, Mr. Meat for Brains.
That's as close as you were going to get to Boing Boing, to be quite honest.
Look at this bad boy. You're coming with me, buddy. And just like magic, come on down. We can totally get out here this way.
I wish I could let her fall there, but you can't.
You're right.
Yeah. Thanks, maybe.
It's a shame. It's a fucking shame.
To protect me. Okay.
She'll die.
Easy now.
Eventually.
Okay. All right.
Eventually.
Oh my gosh.
Almost.
I wish it was sooner myself, because then it would save me time.
Whoa.
Okay.
Holy cannoli! Thank God that's over.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, she blocked me.
What if it doesn't work?
What?
The radio.
It'll work.
But, okay, if it doesn't, we need a plan.
Maybe we can just climb down.
Sometimes you can get ahead of her here, but it's kind of difficult. Oh, did I do it?
Are you serious?
Did I do it? No.
What's the big deal? It's not like it's floating.
If you get ahead of it, it's obviously faster, but
It's pitch black out.
now I have to stay behind her and follow her ass.
You think the psychopath is just gonna give up and run away?
No. But maybe we should find a safe spot. Hold up, wait it out. It'll be a lot easier to figure this all out in the morning.
As long as we don't hide in the lodge, that's where he expects us to go.
Once this camera changes here, we just let go and turn back around. We don't need to interact with that.
Matt, what is that?
I don't know.
Jesus!
Keep it in your pants, boys. We've got a chick in a towel now. Until morning, yeah. Until morning time. Until sunrise.
Hello? Guys? What are you doing out there? Being creepy. Okay.
Zombie will start happening soon. I think zombie, he starts to turn into a zombie, at the end of this chapter. Which we're nearly there. So now we've got a chick in a towel. Feels good, man. I got stuck, nice. If I spam X there, I can actually pick up that item on the chair, which obviously I don't want to do because that's slow.
Josh? What the hell? Chris? Mike? Emily? This is really getting out of hand, okay? It was all very funny, haha. Look at Sam walking around in a towel, but now I just really want this to be over, all right? You had enough? Okay, if you were trying to freak me out, guess what? You succeeded. Who are you guys? Wow, this is weird.
And now we wait.
Hey, guys, come on! Oh, I'm done with this.
If you haven't realised by now, that's quite a common theme in this one, is we literally wait a lot. Because that's basically this one in a nutshell. I'm quite surprised as many people have ran this game as there has been, because it's literally just this cutscene. But there's like 10 runners.
I don't think you'll have much luck by looking, Samantha.
Maybe more, I don't know.
You're only going to see what I want you to see. And I have quite a lot to show you.
What's going on?
Open your eyes.
Even Nems, which the Dark Souls runner, has ran this game for some fucking reason.
Beautiful, isn't she? A beautiful bathing
It is a great
think
game.
She has any idea what
It's a
lies
great
ahead?
speed run.
Do you think these were the last happy moments of this creature's life?
Showing this to me.
Why are you watching?
Josh!
How does it make you feel?
God, what did you do?
I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 9,
No,
8,
no, 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 no,
7.
Please, no!
And now we just stand here.
Sam!
We don't do anything, and we just wait for him to capture us. Because that's the fastest.
So sorry.
And that's the end of chapter 5. And I think...
No,
oh no, it's
that
not
was
here.
exciting,
It's not here.
wasn't it? Well done. The game seems to be going very well.
He starts to turn into a zombie at the end of chapter 6, I think.
Yes. All the good work we did exploring the source of your fear. And you've just gone and used it for ill. Mm-hmm. Your overwhelming fear of failure. You've turned it against these people who use it desperately want to torment. Has it been worth it?
God, we gotta get out of here.
I don't understand what happened.
There's a maniac!
This is insane. We need to go get some help.
Hello? Guys?
Hello, Samantha. Looking for me?
We should look for the others.
Mike and Jess are off 69ing each other, and who knows where Sam
I
is.
think she's in the lodge.
Why are we still talking about this? Let's go!
Hey, look! Fire tower.
Matt, what is that?
I don't know.
Also, if I start to not talk as much, it's because my voice has been going the past few runs that I've done this marathon. So I can feel my voice going. So if I stop talking a lot, it's because my voice is fucked.
Stay calm. Relax. They're just deer. You just want to check us out is all.
No, Matt. They're gonna hurt us.
So right here, I'm gonna hit the deer.
Matt, please,
Because I need Matt to die.
Come on, you pieces of shit!
Matt!
Obviously, for reasons that are pretty obvious.
Get back!
Now we failed this QTE here. And rip Matt.
Oh my God! What did I do? What do I do now?
I would kill Emily if I could, trust me. Every character that I kill them at the earliest I can. Before the point where I kill them, there's no other point where they can die.
God damn!
Yes, rip streamer, rip me. I died back there. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that's probably his reaction, Fal. Like, thank fuck for that. That's probably why he failed the QT himself, so he could fall and die to get rid of her. The first person to actually die, if you're not including Beth and Hannah at the start, well, just Beth, then that's Jessica. Jessica's the first person to die, then Matt. I wonder who's next. We shall find out.
Hello? Anyone there? Hello? Please say something if you're out there, please. We need help. Over. Shit.
Ron does need more boing boing.
Oh my god. Thank God. We need help, please.
Hello, is someone trying to contact us? This is the Park Ranger Service for Blackwood County. I'm not getting your signal very well. Please speak slowly and clearly. Over.
Please help. Oh my god, we're stuck on Blackwood Mountain and there's a maniac.
If you can hear this, please repeat your message as I'm unable to understand what you are saying.
Help,
Over.
please.
Hello? Can you please identify yourself? Over.
The first person to die in this game was my sanity when I actually started the application.
My name is Emily. Hello?
You're not coming through clearly. Please repeat.
Yeah, that's a good point, Brady. I'm quite surprised she knows.
We're on Blackwood Mountain by the ski lodge.
She probably just tried it to see what it did.
He's already killed one of our friends. Oh God, please help! You gotta help us.
I read you, ma'am. Please do not leave your position. We will send out helicopters to get you as soon as the storm has subsided. Over.
What? When? How long?
Dawn, at the earliest.
I wonder what a ladder box is.
Oh my God, he's here! He's coming for me!
Those ladder boxes, man. Of course the ranger's bored. He's having to listen to Emily.
Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no!
Just failed this QTE here. Spoilers, she doesn't die yet. I wish she died here. But she doesn't.
Jesus, shit!
And now we're going to be doing the part that I hate the most in this game. I really don't like this next section. Also, this is one of the only load screens in the run. Takes like 10 seconds or so, where it has to load this area. With an SSD, that part loads instantly, but I am not going to spend money on an SSD just to speedrun this fucking shit game. I have better things to spend money on, thank you.
What is going on around here?
Chris.
Even though I actually have the world record, so it's irrelevant anyway.
I know how hard that was. Josh was your friend.
Ashley,
And,
stop.
no, I want to say, thank you. For
See,
saving
she's
my
saying
life.
thank you for saving her, yet Chris didn't mean to pick her, he meant to pick Josh.
Sure.
And he even said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that to Josh. Yet are you saying she didn't hear him say that?
Ash, you alright?
So here we have to interact with this door first. If we don't, then the next door won't open.
This is so effed up.
Yeah, since that door opens by itself, it won't open unless you interact with the first door.
Wait a minute. Did you
And there
just
was a
see
ghost there, spooky ghost.
Did I see what?
That, Chris, that!
What that was
Yeah,
that?
but this part is really boring. You have to...
Oh boy.
I'm serious.
It's a lot of little movements, and it's very easy to lose time on this section because you're having to do precise movements
Hell.
in really tight spaces.
Your mind. mind is fried. My mind is fried. I don't even trust what I've been seeing.
No, you are wrong. I saw it, and I am sure, Chris.
All right.
Also,
all
if you
right.
look at his neck just deflated. His neck gets really squished there. You can actually see it squish in really thin if you pay
It's the
attention.
only place left Sam could be, Ash.
I wish we could just go find everyone else and...
What if Sam needs us? What if she's in trouble?
Oh, God.
Let's go.
This is not a meme run. This is an actual serious speed run. There is no memes involved in this speed run. It is 100% pure seriousness. So right now I'm going to do the only glitch in the run which doesn't actually save time. If I walk into this, to the left of this pillar as I hit this trigger, I'll clip inside of it.
Whoa, you gotta be kidding me.
Actually, I walked too far to the left, but you can actually go right inside of it, and I fucked it up. I'm sorry. I let you guys down.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Look, Chris. You can see in the windows.
See what? It's tiny furniture?
No, it's a whole scene with dolls and everything.
Yeah? Huh, I guess you need a key if you want to play around in there.
How did everything get so freaky? Wait, Chris, the ghost!
What?
Didn't you see it?
No.
You were looking at your phone, you dip. What are you tweeting?
Hashtag there's a freaking ghost after us?
Ash, calm down, okay? There is no ghost here. Ghost of what?
Hashtag there's a
You're
ghost
freaked
after
out
us,
because
man.
of what happened with Josh.
You're not paying attention. I saw it. I saw a ghost, and it looked like Hannah. It looked like Hannah.
Wait, what?
Her baby's bad.
Jesus, Ash, what do you think? They followed us up here from the seance?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
They didn't, because ghosts don't exist, okay?
Oh, okay, who was talking to us at the seance, Chris?
I don't know.
Yeah, that movement was really bad there. I apologize for letting you guys down.
What did that?
How does a picture just jump off the wall like that?
Huh, here you go. Oh my God! There! Look there, Chris! You can't tell me you didn't see that! See?
That's,
You do see it!
I don't know. I just... This is fucking crazy.
Chris, it's showing us the way. Oh, this is unbelievable. I feel like the ghost wanted me to see this.
That movement was a shit, and this is why I don't like this section.
Whoa, what is going on?
Because apparently it's hard to
Oh God, it's
walk
like...
in a straight line.
It's not like anything. That's us. Hiding there, waiting for Hannah. Last year.
But it's so accurate. I mean, that's exactly where I was sitting.
No, you don't get to see the Emily Gunn death scene, because that's slower.
Or something that was watching us.
Maybe it's a warning. I think
That's actually a lot slower. A lot slower.
No, it has to be the ghost. It's trying to tell us the maniac killed Hannah and Beth.
I think it's this bastard that he's here trying to fuck with our heads.
Why would he set this all up, Chris?
He's trying to tell us that he's gonna come after us all too. Dice!
Josh is apparently a fucking genius.
It's Hannah's diary. Everyone being together here on the mountain is going to be so awesome. Cozy fires and hot tubs and OMG, Mike, I am so psyched to spend some time with him. I can't read this. It's so sad, Chris. What was that?
Came from down there.
see it, Chris. For real.
I saw something, but where'd it go?
What was that? Huh.
Wait, there's a whole nother room through here. It's mammoth.
You have to wait for Chris to go forward
I
first.
want to keep going.
We can't move.
Where in the world are we now?
Are you kidding me?
Did you know this was here?
This is like a whole nother hotel. I had no idea this was here.
So we just ignore Chris. Don't have to acknowledge him. He's a twat.
You know what? No.
Ash.
No, I've had enough. I'm not going down any further into this nightmare, Chris.
Ashley, I understand, okay? I'm really freaked out too, but if Sam's down there all alone with a maniac...
If only
and we
Josh could
leave,
grow up.
We're basically
He
killing
didn't
her
die.
ourselves.
God damn it.
Ashley, come on.
Why are you always right?
I'm not always right.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
I don't want to be. I want to leave.
No. We've got to find Sam. Let's go.
So here we can't move straight away again. You have to actually wait before it'll let us move. If he gets ahead of me, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh, crap. Look at that.
Blood?
Might be Sam's. All right, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, I got it, but... Oh, damn, this thing is heavy.
Be careful.
You gotta come through, Ash. I can't hold it. Come on.
Chris!
Wait, what?
I think I just saw Sam over there.
Ash, are you sure?
I don't know, but come on, I think we should check it out.
Well, I'm pretty sure whoever's bleeding came through here, okay? So we really gotta get moving, like now.
So we're gonna follow Chris because it's a bit faster.
Okay,
I can feel my voice starting to go now, so if I don't talk as much, you know why.
I thought this thing was Chris. Come on.
Because I've already had a bad throat, and now I've been talking a lot with all my runs.
Yeah,
I can feel it going.
Closed. That's just...
It was starting to
So
it was starting to mess up
for sure.
yesterday during my Evil Within run.
I hope not.
Why is this thing even here?
$1 million question.
So if we like walk at the right angle, Chris will move out the way. This is a nice bloke.
Sam? Oh, Chris. Oh, no.
Hello?
Sam? Sam! Chris, is she dead? Holy shit, holy shit.
She's not dead.
How do you know?
She's still breathing.
What the hell is wrong?
She's been knocked out.
Oh, oh no, 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 no. This is bad. This is bad. We've got to get her out of here.
Chris is being groped right now.
No, get up!
She should have just whipped that flashlight into the fucking top of his head. Pretty sure a flashlight that big could knock someone out.
Shit. Oh crap. Ash. Ash! Shit, I'm gonna murder his fucking face off.
What is this?
This is him.
No, Chris.
This is the guy who killed Josh.
No, God.
You murdered piece of shit!
You
monster!
Look around. We're gonna die, Chris. I don't think I'm ready to die.
No one is going to die.
I wish I could tell you. It's just not fair.
Emily is still alive.
It's too late. Chris, what's the point?
For now.
Stop it, just say.
We're always talking around it. And now, I mean, we've wasted everything.
Ashley, none of it was wasted.
What do you mean?
Every second that I spent with you was the only thing I ever wanted to do with my time.
What are you saying, Chris?
Sorry, I should have told you how I felt.
Chris.
Ashley, I swear when we get out of this... Oh, God! No! Ashley,
Watch the gun on the table just slowly float into Chris's hands. It'll start to float towards him now. Because how can he... Look there. It just floats into his hand. His hands are tied down. How the fuck does he pick up the gun?
Chris has made one fatal choice.
If he had a hand free, he could have just untied his other hand. It makes no fucking sense.
Chris,
anyway,
you can take that gun.
It is very important here that we shoot Ashley.
Or you can shoot yourself.
And it becomes very important in chapter 8.
Is yours.
So we need to shoot Ashley.
Don't be so silly, Chris.
Oh my God, no! No, no, Chris! 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 Stop! No! No, God, no!
Fuck that bitch. And that's the end of chapter 6. There, so now he's turning into a zombie. As you can see, he's got a massive cut on his head. The doctor, he's starting to turn into a zombie now.
Now what gives you the right to play God in these people's lives? What makes you so special then, huh? You're sick! You're a sick fuck! Now what the hell have you done for them, huh? What the hell have you done to them? Psychopath. Psychopath.
Psychopath. No hesitation, yeah, she's like, fuck that bitch.
Wow, this is weird.
Also, if you're wondering why I might be responding late to the chat, it seems like my feed on the shots fired thing is quite far behind. So I think what I see in chat is a good 30 to 40 seconds behind what I'm actually doing right now. So yeah, if I take a while to respond to anything, that's probably why.
No! Oh no!
Hello.
Oh my God, we need help, please! Oh!
And now we have my favourite chapter. It's not, I don't like this chapter.
Shit.
But we get some more boing boing. This time it's going to be Mike and Sam going to be getting the boing boing on. If you know what I'm saying.
Sam, wake up.
Mike, is that you? Shh. What?
Get over it.
Ow. Hurry. Oh, damn, those things were tight. Oh my, thank God you found me.
It's okay. Okay, you're okay?
understand. How did you get here? How'd you find me?
There's a fucking maniac up here on the mountain.
Yeah, I've noticed.
He lives in this, like, web of tunnels. I was down there trying to get out, and then I found this grate, and I saw you.
Listen, this guy who you're talking about, he attacked me. He showed me these videos too. And one of them showed Josh being killed. Just ripped apart by this huge fucking saw blade.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on around here? There's a door here. It won't open. Can you unlock it from your side? Hey.
Jeez, you look like hell.
Nice to see you too. What are you doing?
Well, actually, the towel didn't turn out to be the best outfit for fighting off killer maniacs, you know?
If he didn't want to harm anything, why did he punch Chris in the face and knock him out on his ass? To me, I think punching someone in the face is kind of harming them, you know what I mean? You know what Mike's thinking right now? He's thinking, oh yeah, I want the boing boing.
Okay, done. Let's put this thing to bed.
I'm into that.
What's that?
Is that crying?
No! No, no, no! Get away!
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
What the fuck?
You've heard of blanks before. I mean, really?
Dun dun dun. I mean, you guys already knew that because fucking 10 million people mentioned it in the chat, but still. So now, obviously, yeah, as you can see, Emily's still alive, feels bad, man.
Oh, Jesus. Shit. Oh, shit. Damn it.
So it's just a prank, bro. I'm just joshing you. I'm just joshing you.
Oh, God. Here goes $600. Better be worth it. I look great in that top. All right. Now we're talking.
And this is my least favorite section of the game. I just really don't like this part. It's Nothing interesting happens. To be quite honest, it's too much walking. To be fair, with this game, I prefer where there's cutscenes and choices, apart from when I have to actually, you know, move. And there's a lot of moving here, so I don't like it. Of course Emily cares about a top. Because her name's Emily. And we've got to do another climb. Love me some good climbs in this game. Best climb in the game, best climb in the game, best climb in the game.
Come on, for fuck's sake. Son of a bitch. Shit!
It's like she thinks Matt can survive that fall that he fell off a cliff and whacked his head into a rock.
Oh my god, finally something works.
And this is why I hate this level, because it's literally going around in a fucking circle. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. Yes. Shit.
So right there in front of us is Beth's head on a podium thing, but I'm not gonna look at it because it's slow. But it is there. Yeah, didn't you know this is the new Tomb Raider game? So right here, this is going to be another don't move sequence, but I'm going to be failing this one.
Get back here.
If only this is where she died. But it's not, sadly.
Josh!
Now you'll get to see, I'll let you watch this so you can see what's going on with Josh.
Very good. And after all you've been through, good. I mean, how does that feel? Right? How does it feel? Do you enjoy feeling terrorized, humiliated? I mean, panicked? All those emotions that my sisters got to feel once 1 year ago? Only guess what? They didn't get to laugh it off. No, they're gone.
I don't know if you noticed this, Josh, but none of us are laughing.
Oh, come. Why the long faces? Come on. It's good to get the heart racing every now and then, right? And race, they did. I mean, every one of you just pitter-pat, pitter-pat. I hope you appreciated my little phantasmagorical spectacle. I mean, no detail too small, no opportunity missed. It was such a delight to play the puppet master to all of your Pavlovian panic. And all that gore, there was gore galore, fake bodies. I mean, God, that shit was expensive. And no retakes. Nope. Only double takes. Oh, you should have seen your faces. Hook, line, and sinker for every little stinker.
Josh, why are you doing this?
Yeah, don't even ask this squirrely little runt. He's got no clue. He's out of his fucking tree.
Well, he's definitely off his meds.
Oh, come on, you guys. Revenge is the best medicine. You're done.
Mike, he's sick.
What? Come on, you guys are all gonna thank me when you guys become internet sensations.
Wait, what?
Oh, you better believe this little puppy's going viral, ladies and germs. I mean, we got unrequited love. We got blood. I don't think there's enough hard drives in China to count all the views we're gonna get, you guys. What are you talking about, you asshat? Jessica's fucking dead. What?
Did you hear me? Jessica is dead.
You are gonna fucking
She's a cat with 9 lives. That's what she is. Emily's a sneaky bitch.
Guys, come on. Seriously, this is crazy, you know?
Shut up.
Chris, bro.
I'm not your bro.
Where are we going? Where are you guys taking me?
Locking you up, bro.
What?
We can't do anything stupid before we call the police in the morning.
Come on. I didn't do anything.
Are you serious, bro?
Goddamn murderer is what you are. I didn't do it. Michael, please, just listen to me, man. I did not hurt Jessica.
Stop, don't say that.
Oh, fine. Be a dick.
Be a dick.
You see what you want to see. Stop talking! You are
Dude.
it's not my fault you suckers can't take a joke.
Oh, wait.
It's not how it's supposed to go down. You're just a bunch of bullies. You can't hang out a guy just to try like this, guys. Huh? Not like you got the guts to really do anything about it anyways.
I would like to point out that whatever time I get for this run, because of all the desync, of the stream is probably
Really need to shut up.
irrelevant now.
Oh, that's...
Because since the lag, I won't be able to, like, the timer isn't going to be correct. Whatever the final time is, it's not going to be accurate at all.
Oh my god.
Okay, you tie me up now, okay?
Stay still,
Right,
man.
right, still. Okay, get up if there's all right. Good. To shut you up. Oh, not so tight, okay? Not so tight, okay? Can't wiggle around. Those plastic ties, that's where it's at.
In God's name, is he talking about? This is hard to watch. You ever see this kind of shit before?
Oh, I've never seen him like this.
Money back. Hey, Mike. Mike. What?
Mike.
Jess, Mike?
You know what happened?
No, I don't. Like, I would remember killing her, you know? She's soft. And she's soft. And What happened?
Oh God! Oh my God, Matt! Matt! Oh, no! No! Ah!
Use these!
Ah! Oh! Oh! What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh boy. Shit. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, let's go.
So, guess what time it is? It's an exciting time right now. I think you know why. I think you know why.
Okay, this is gonna be the way. Shit!
Rip Emily. Thank fuck for that. Praise the Lord. She's finally fucking dead.
Crap. What now?
Are you serious?
Whoa. You alright?
Whoa. Who the fuck can that be?
Josh.
Jess? It's not Jess. Sorry, man, but...
It's not my end.
I don't know. Just check it out. I got your back. Good.
It's not on my end. Because I checked. It's fine on my end.
Let me have the pistol, because, I mean, you could take whoever it is through sheer good looks and muscle and all that. Just, I should have the pistol.
To be fair, I feel like maybe it would be better to actually, if you're not doing a race, or if someone is not commentating the run, I feel like it probably would be better to just stream it to Twitch. Because you wouldn't have to deal with the issues then.
Hey, shoot him, guys!
So right there, we pick to take the gun, and then we go to shoot at him. I shoot at him so fast you don't even see it happen.
Go on, move. Let me say what I came to say. I'm here to tell you what you're up against being back on this mountain. You should never have returned. I don't know why you did after what happened last year.
You mean with Hannah?
All I know is the issues are not on my end. I haven't dropped any frames or anything. It's all good on my end.
Kids coming up here to my mountain.
Your mountain? Huh. I'm sure the Washingtons would be very surprised to hear that.
Well, the mountain don't belong to me, it's true. But it don't belong to the Washingtons. This mountain belongs to the Wendigo.
Who?
What's he talking about?
What the hell's a Wendigo?
Let's hear him out.
Not like we have a choice.
But
I'm gonna tell you this once.
doesn't Twitch only give you one ad at the start of when you open the video? So couldn't you just wait for the ad to go away and then put it on the stream? I don't know, I'm just suggesting something that might get rid of the issues of the bit rate
dwells in these mountains.
being bad and
Should
the
any man or woman
lag
resort
and
to
stuff like that.
cannibalism in these woods,
Because I thought like it's only
spirit
just
of
one
the
ad when
Wendigo
you open
be
the video for the first time.
Oh crap.
So you could just wait for that ad to go off and then put the video on the stream.
You're gonna need to find somewhere safe.
The basement might be okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
down
but the
there now,
flamethrower
all
dude
of
isn't
you.
a bad
Wait.
guy. He's
Why?
he fights the Wendigos.
Guys, I ran off and left Josh when I heard screaming.
Where did you leave him?
In the shed.
Your friend will already be dead.
No, he can't be. We were
But I
just
mean, Shaddix,
Quickly on this mountain.
couldn't you just let the ad
No.
play while
I'm
the
gonna go
other
get him.
person
You
is
can go out
finishing
there,
their run?
I'm supposed to be his best friend, and I let him down.
No, he let you down, Chris. He let
You
all of us
can't
down.
use
I don't
ad block
care.
because
No
you
one
use
can.
browser source,
And I'll go with you.
I don't
Wolfenstein.
need your
You
help.
can't use
Going alone.
ad block.
The sun is
Couldn't you
shining.
like just let that ad that's at the start of it play out while the other
Get down to
person's
the
finishing
basement.
their run,
Be safe.
and then
Don't go
it wouldn't
outside
add any
again
time to the
until
setup
we're
then?
back.
I don't know, that just
You
seems
don't
like more of a
see no
logical
standing
solution to me.
magnitude of
I
the
mean, if you're doing
situation.
races,
Well, I'm going
or
to get
if you're
Josh,
doing
aren't I?
someone else
going to
commentating
get
said
Josh.
run, then I
You're
could
going to
understand
help me.
using Beam,
You
Mixer,
understand?
whatever, or some other one,
Yeah,
so there's
I
less delay.
think so.
You need to
But I feel
follow
like if
me.
someone's just
Do
commentating by
everything
themselves,
I tell you.
it would be better to probably use Twitch.
This is the end. You point towards the thing you want to kill.
I know how to use a shotgun, man.
No, you don't.
You can mute it. I did it for when
How
I
do you
did
know?
Time Attack the other
Trust me,
month.
I know.
You can mute the ads. If you just mute the video, it'll mute the ad as well. So it won't, like, when the ad starts, it won't unmute. As long as it's muted in the browser source, it will stay muted. So it won't play the audio. That's the way I did it for Time Attack, anyway.
So tell me, you're the
So now
expert
we're
on
gonna
these
go
things?
get Josh from the cabin where we left him, which I'm pretty sure you
What's
couldn't
the guy
really
gotta
tell
know?
that was happening because
You just be
the stream
careful.
froze, but
You follow my
we
lead.
left him there. Well, Mike left him there actually.
So,
No, actually no,
how many
you did
times
see
do I
that
have to
after
shoot
Emily
a
died.
you mean this thing won't even kill it?
No, it'll slow it down.
Well, how do you kill it?
They don't like fire.
I don't like fire.
They fear it. And it can kill them if you have to. See, their skin is like tough armor. Unless you
So
burn it off.
we're getting to the point where there's going to be a barrage of deaths. Run's getting hot now.
What are these
This
things
movement's
like?
really bad.
I mean, are they just crazy unpredictable, or I mean, can you figure out what they're gonna do?
Well, they adhere to some pattern. Like any animal. Or human.
You mean like how? Like they've got schedules?
Well, they only hunt at night.
Oh. Why?
I mean, it's up to you guys, but like I'm saying, I'm just trying to suggest a way that you could avoid the lag.
The pro Wendigo tips?
I mean, I don't feel like it's the restreamer's internet's fault. I feel like it's just the service that
They'll still smell
it's being restreamed from.
Like that.
They can't see you if you're standing still.
Damn it! What happened? Oh, he's gone. We're too late.
Shh, quiet. We gotta go. Right now.
We gotta find Josh. He could still be out there.
First, the Wendigo. He'll render you immobile. And then he strips the skin off of your entire body, piece by piece. Again, he keeps you alive.
Whether you don't fail that or you do fail it, it does the same thing anyway. So it's just faster to fail it. Yeah, it's not a restream issue. It's nothing to do with the restream. It's to do with Mixer or the service that's being used for the restream. So now this guy's dead. We only just met him and found out who he was, and now he's dead. And now Chris is dead. Rest in peace, Chris. Feels bad, man.
Ash! Come on, we gotta get down to the basement. Now!
I'm sorry.
No. If I let Ashley kill him, that's slower. Yeah, Chris would have died anyway because if you make Chris shoot at Ashley, then she won't let him in, and he'll just die anyway.
What took you
So
so long?
yeah.
Mike, where's Chris?
Chris is, not coming.
Ash, I am so sorry.
Okay.
Maybe you should sit down.
I'm fine, Sam.
No sign of him. I think he's got to be dead too. All right. These all the doors?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What are you looking for?
Another way out.
Do you have the key for the cable car?
Josh. He's gotta have it.
Josh?
One of his dirty little tricks.
Great. Great.
If that fucking thing got a hold of Josh, then we're shit out of luck.
Fuck it. That thing's got...
What is... That guy was prepared for anything.
Not quite. Oh my God. It was horrible.
You were?
There was all this like crazy shit. Like cages and weapons and wolves. Yeah, fucking wolves.
It looks like he's looking at the camera when he says "fucking wolves."
Weird. That's how I got back here. You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
No one leave. Okay? It's not safe out there. I'll be back soon.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, God.
It could be to do with an issue that like maybe it's been going on for so long that it just takes up too much bandwidth. I don't know.
Oh no.
What? What is it? What does it say? Let me see that.
I don't actually know what that book says and why they start panicking. Maybe it says in the book that the Wendigo's nest or / base is in the sanatorium, and then they have to go after Mike. But I don't. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it actually says. Don't quote me on it.
Oh, Joshua, you should have listened to me.
You'll find out why I had
Your
to kick the
choices,
wolf
you'll have died.
in this next
I
chapter
don't
coming
know
up.
which is worse, actively triggering events that lead to someone's death. Genuine horror. Just a game? Well, I hope for your sake, Joshua, that you can find redemption.
What took you so long?
It's not good up there.
Ash, come on, we gotta get down to the basement.
Sorry. Ash, I am so sorry.
Okay.
Maybe you should sit down.
Fine, Sam.
Okay. What about the old guy?
No sign of him.
Wait, don't move.
What are you looking for?
Another way out.
Do you have the key for the cable car?
Josh, he's gotta have it.
Is that a map?
That guy was prepared for anything.
Now we're going back to the
You guys know what to do.
sanatorium,
Okay.
which
It's
is
not
where we
safe
were in
out
chapter
there.
5.
I'll be
And
back
this is
soon.
going to be chapter 9. And this is where me kicking the wolf in chapter 5 comes into play. It allows us to basically not do this entire area, and you'll see why.
Holy shit.
Now we're going to go get a shotgun so we can fire more shots. Yes, more shots in a shots fired speedrun. What is this? So here's the amazing shotgun. That's not the amazing shotgun, that's the gate, but whatever, I needed to open it anyway. So I guess it's already open now. Have a
Whoa! Shit! Oh. Easy boy. There goes nothing.